Welcome, my assets investors. The market at peak, so we are all confused what to do. Do I need to sell my holdings or do I need to sell my share? All that confusions we always have that. It is very difficult to take a call what to do that. So look at it previous periods, what market happened. Market always corrects some certain points and then keep going. So what we have to do is that we need to identify whether my goals have been met, my goals have not been met. And it is very difficult for anybody to predict short-term market movements. I know that a lot of fund managers whom I spoke with them, probably in the February and March, they are not too comfortable about the market. They say the valuations are high, the debt is going to be the star performer, debt will give a fabulous return for next couple of years, and equity will not give a great return. And they are also feeling that if you have a lump sum, don't put everything at a one shot. Put in a liquid fund or something, stagger it over next to 12 to 18 months. All that, it was always people have this type of an idea what I have to do, but all these people have been completely missed the bus. Why? Because these people are talking about negative about market is evaluations. Only point, the FIs have started to pump in more money. I think close to in the last 3 months time, FIs have pumped close to around 50,000 crore. That's completely changed the game. If you look at it, your own portfolio, go back, look at your own portfolio, somewhere between March 25th to 27th, if you look at it, it has given a very, very average return. Okay. If you are staying invested for 3-5 years of time, your returns, that particular point in time should have been very minimal. If you had invested last 3 years period, it would have been really made a lot of difference. You would have started investing in 2020, your portfolio would have been really good. You are a long-term investor staying invested, probably your portfolio also could have it could have been a high single digit or something like. Why? Because last 1 year time, maybe from September 2021, market had started to correct. In between in 2022, we also had one particular point, market touched a peak. Then it started to correct. From that particular point in onwards, market have started to correct. December, January, February, March, market have corrected substantially. Though market had corrected substantially, a lot of fund managers are feeling that the valuations are not attractive. They felt that debt is a better option than going into equity market. But what happened next 3 months is history now. Okay. So now, what drastically is done? So now people are asking about the mid cap. So why I tempted to speak about this mid cap theme this point in time? Because one of the investor from tier 2, tier 3 city, I'm not sure whether it's a tier 2, tier 3, he was asking me, sir, I have diversified my portfolio, but my returns are not looking that great or something like. I said, how many months you are investing? He said 7-8 months time. So look at it, 7-8 months he is investing. I asked with whom support you are investing. No, sir, myself I will invest. Okay, then I asked how many funds you invested. He said I invested in 4 funds. How much SIP you are doing in monthly? He said 4,000 rupees. Which are the schemes you invest? I invest in all small cap fund. So investors are thinking that when you want to make money, you should put every money into small cap or mid cap, then you can make money. See, it is not that way. So now even look at it, this scenario which we are trying to talk. The last 10 years time, if you started an SIP and invested in a mid cap fund, that fund is currently close to around 39,300 crore approximately. That fund which has had a very, very bad phase in between. Okay. The moment they launched and then they are not stopped, they have started to, market was at a peak, they have collected a lot of money. When market corrected, it has given a lot of pressure for the fund manager and the research team. They don't know how to reset. All that they were undergoing a pain some point in time after they launched. From 2013, also this fund had a lot of patchy situations. It's not performed well. A lot of its mid-cap peers have been outpaced it by 5-7 percentage points. But still this was a lingering. Now this fund has bounced back. Now it is at an all-time return this point in time that's given. Okay. So now this fund which is 39,300 crores called HDFC Mid-Cap Opportunity. Please note that I am not recommending these funds. It's for only academic purpose I am discussing it. Okay. So this fund, if you look at it in the last 10 years period, somebody has done an SIP. What it could have happened? It could have nicely bounced back solidly for you. So for example, you started off your investments in 2013 July and stayed invested in the particular fund monthly about 10,000 rupees you are investing it. Okay. So now you would have contributed 1,20,000, 12 lakhs rupees you would have contributed. Currently this fund value as on 21st June 2023 is around 31.5 lakhs. That translate into 18.6% return. Please investors, do tell me, this is 18.6% is a small return or big return? And also an interesting fact, I will also throw that in the 120 installment you have paid, there is a zero time it's a fund is negative. That means it's able to beat and try to make money. And if you look at it, 8 to 12% return, how much period of time it has given? It's a zero. It is not, it's always given beyond 8%. It is not given less than 8% over a 10-year period, which is we have considered for this study. And during this same period of time, 18 to 12 months, 12% return. Out of this 120 months, that's only 1 month it has given range between 8 to 12 months, 12% return. If you look at it, 12 to 15% return, this fund delivered 13 times. 13 times out of 120, it has delivered beyond 12 to 15%. And 15 to 20%, this fund has delivered at 48 times. Out of 128 installment, 48 installment returns have delivered you anywhere between 15 to 20%. And if you look at it 20% above, this fund out of 128, 58 times this fund has delivered beyond 58% of returns. That clearly shows this fund particularly able to really perform well despite it had a lot of that means what it shows, when it is going underperforming for 1-2 years time, if you felt it is bad, you would have exited, probably would have missed the rally. But doesn't mean that other funds have not performed. Other funds also performed. Why we have taken this fund? Because of its size, and also it has had a very bad patches and high the asset under management only we selected these funds. Similarly, if you look at it the period of between 3, 5 and 10 years period of time, the small mid and small mid cap, they also is given a fabulous return. Okay, so in the mid cap, if you look at it a 5-year period, the top performer is 27% return is given. That's I'm talking about 3 years. 5 years it is given 24% and 10 year it is given 18.6%. It clearly shows that the mid caps or small cap, nobody can able to predict at certain point in time at patches. It's really fabulous returns. If already we saw that between March 27th 2023 to 21st June 2023, the mid cap of high has delivered 45% and the bottom has delivered 25%. Tell me which asset class can able to give this much of return in a short period of time. And similarly, if you look at it, this fund only from this period, short period of time, sorry, I think there's some slip. I'm talking about 1 year period from last year to this year, June to June, it is 45 high, low of 23%. You're talking about 90-day period from that to 27th March 2023 to now, it's about, you look at it, its high has given 23% and low has given 13.7%, close to 14% has given. So this is where the power of equity market. A lot of fund managers went wrong because they felt that market is high peak, so you have to stagger your SIP for 12 months, investments. If you have a lump sum invested in a liquid fund, stagger it between 12 to 18 months. If you would have staggered 12 to 18 months, then probably you would have missed this slide. Probably you would have participated in another rally. As I told you, from inception now, the equity market has touched 545 peaks. If you felt a peak is the period of time you have to sell and come out of that, probably you miss. Assume investors thinking that it's a peak, I have to sell it off. Please go and look back your own portfolios. If it has given a fabulous return, it's around, you are sitting with 30-35% return, there is a possibility you can take a book profit. You are sitting with 12 to 15%, don't get tempted to sell and come out of that, doesn't make great sense. Probably if you're holding in individual stocks, probably it makes sense, because there are funds which has given 200, there are stocks which has given 200-300% return. For example, ITC moved from 200 to now 450, 460, and SBI moved from 150 to now 500 plus. Ashok Leyland from 30 to 160, like that, a lot of umpteen number of stocks which is there, they have delivered reasonably well. Okay, those stocks, if you feel like you want to exit, you can exit. There is nothing harm in that, because the stock you exit. But in a mutual fund, you have to look at the tax angle also similar to stocks, because you make 200%, 300% return. Even if you have to pay long-term capital of 10%, still 200 minus 10%, it's 180% return. 180%, it's not a bad return. You can stay invested. You can definitely sell and you can pay tax. For a mutual fund investors, if your earnings is close to around 50 lakhs, what you have to, apart from the 10 lakhs, you have to pay surcharge for that capital gains also added to your income and tax. Okay, so in this situation, what my suggestion to investors is that if already reasonably you made money and your portfolio is between 12 to 15%, don't hurry and try to sell. There are several stocks which has not participated in this rally. So when rally happens, definitely you can make money. If your goal is reached, to take the money. If not, don't get confused. Stay invested. Despite market may correct by 5%. I may also be wrong, like a fund managers who are thinking that market will not go up. I may also become wrong. Instead of 5%, market may go 10%. Don't worry. Even if you are sitting at 15%, if market goes by 10%, you lose 1.5% of your overall portfolio. So stay invested. This is my suggestion to you. So don't worry about market as peak. As I said, 545 is, again it may be 1,000 also. So market will hit peak because India is a growing economy. And when India is a growing economy, all the participants in the economy will try to definitely show a better results. So now, if you are a first time investors to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. If you like, you give a thumbs up to us. And if you want to share with your friends, you can definitely do that. We have done close to around 144 plus videos we have done. Lot of interesting videos we have done. In the description, or 6-7 videos back, we have put some video that I am giving us a link in that. Why small investors are miss the bus. Okay, so that also I have given it. Just go and see that. That will be an interesting topic. It will be available to you. And a lot of videos are there. If you like, just have a time, just take a look at it. This is Suresh Parthasarathy, certified financial planner, founder, myassetsconsolidation.com. Signing off. A lot of people asking where we need to approach for a mutual fund if you want to do that. I'm not promoting it, but still in the bottom we are given some contact numbers. If you want to reach us, you can reach us. Bye.